Hello and welcome to this video in which I'm going to be going through some of the kinds of questions that were in the homework. What is this? It's chapter 6, so 6.1a, I think that might be the homework. Was it chapter 6? I don't know. Trigonometry. So, one of the questions was like, express in terms of acute, that's not how you spell acute, I don't know, angles. And then you had things like, okay, so let's say we had sine of, I'm just making up something here, 230 degrees. Okay. So what you would do is you would look at your graph of sine. Okay, 90, 180, 270. 360. Okay, you find 230 degrees, which is 50, it's about here. Okay, and then what you do is you say, well, I want an acute angle that is kind of like similar to that. Now, if you look at the acute section of your graph, which is this section, less than 90, okay, you can see that you definitely can't get anything that is the same as that because that's negative, and in the acute section of sine it's only positive. But you could find something that is like the same size but it just not negative. You could find a positive version of it. Notice that this gap here is 50 because it's from 180 to 230. So if we want something similar, we would need a gap of 50 degrees in the other direction. So, like that. That would make a similar triangle, right? Because if you don't believe me, then turn this upside down. Yeah, so it's 50 from there inwards. So this is 50 from there inwards. Okay. So therefore it's sort of the same as sine of 50, except it's not, because this one is negative and this one is positive. So to make it right, I'm going to have to put a negative on the front of that so that the minus, so it makes it negative. So sine of 230 degrees equals minus sine of 50 degrees. And then if you're not confident, you can check, is that in degrees? Yeah. So sine of 230 is minus 0.77, minus sine of 50 is minus 0.766. So yeah, it's the same. Wait, was it the same? Well, I've already forgotten what the first thing was. 0.766. Yeah, that's right. Okay, let's do another one. How about we take cos of, let's take a negative one, cos of negative 132 degrees. How about that? Why am I putting degree? I don't normally put degrees inside the brackets. It looks weird. Okay, never mind. So let's draw cos. I'm going to need some negative stuff as well, so let's do it like that. Oops. Okay, that's minus 90, that's 90, that's 180. Okay, so minus 132 is about here. And let's put it in. And the gap from there to there is 42. Okay, and we want an acute angle that's equivalent. So we want one in this section. Well, I can't get one that's the same because this is negative and the acute ones are all going to be positive. But I can get one that's kind of equivalent. So let's see. This goes 42 from like the base in towards the hump. So from the base in towards the hump, so I need that kind of area there. and that needs to be 42. And I deliberately drew this graph really wonky to demonstrate that you don't really rely on, it's not that you rely on the shape of the graph to work it out. It's like, it's as in you can't just kind of look at it and be like, well, that looks the same as that. You use a little bit of understanding of how cos works. So this is going 42 in from the base towards the hump. This is from the base towards the hump. You see what I mean? So therefore it's cos of, if it's 42 from there, that's 48, yeah? Okay, but this needs to be negative and this is positive, so I have to put a minus on the front. Okay, and now let's check that that's correct. So cos of 132 is minus 0.66, and then minus cos of 48 is minus 0.66. So that's correct. Let's just do one with tan. Just to demonstrate. So let's have tan of 420. Yeah, don't read too much into why I picked that number. Let's draw tan. I've got to make sure I can fit 420 on here. That's 180, that's 270. That's 360. That's 450, right? 9, 18, 27, 36, 45. Yeah, that is the 9 times table. Okay. So 420 is like here. Oops. So I need a similar kind of thing. That's going to be like here, isn't it? Okay, well that's simple enough. So that is, well, the gap from there to there is 30. So the gap from there to there must be 30, so it should just be 60 degrees. Yeah, and I don't need to negate it because it's already the right way up. Tan of 60, of course, we all know off the top of our heads, is root 3. So tan of 420 equals root 3, so it's correct. Cool. So that was the first type of question. The other type of question was when it says like, you got sine x equals 0.75, and it says solve for x going between minus 360 and 360. And you can always get one answer just by using your calculator. Shift sine 0.75 48.59, let's just say. But you don't want just one answer. You want all of the possible answers from minus 360 to 360, which means you need to look at a graph and work out if there are any other solutions. Okay, so one of the, where's the pen gone? One of them is 48.5, so let's just put that here. Okay. And then, are there any others that have the same value? Well, there's going to be one there. You might be just tempted to say that there is one down there, but no, that's negative, and we only want the positive one, so we're not going to include that. There is one over here, though. Well, there's two, in fact. So we want those as well. Okay, so if the gap from there to there is 48.59, then the gap from there to there is also 48.59. So I will need to do 180 take away 48.59, which is 131.41. So that's one of the answers. And then here, so this gap is 48.59, so I need to add that on to 180, or take it away from minus 180. What was it? 48.59. So that'll be negative 228.59. And then this one, 48.59 that way from minus 360. So I need to add it on to minus 360, or take it off from 360 if you prefer. And that is 311.41. Okay. So that's how you do that type of question, just using symmetry of the graph and working out. And cos is very similar to sine, and tan is really easy because tan is just a repeating pattern rather than a, well, I mean this repeats as well, but hang on, I need to sneeze. But tan is really easy because you can just add 180 and you'll always get, because tan only goes up and down, it doesn't go up and down. Yeah, that it makes sense. Maybe you get what I mean, I don't know. Tan, you can just keep adding 180 or taking away 180 and you get all the answers. Sine and cos is a little bit trickier. Okay, then the other type of question is, well, it gave you this triangle, which was a 30, 60, 90 triangle, and it gave you these values on it. And then it said work out sine of this, cos of this, blah blah blah. So let me just give you some examples. So say it asked you to find cos of 150. Now there's obviously not 150 degrees in this picture. There's only 30 and 60. You can see that 150 is kind of related to 30 because it's like it would add up to 180. So you might be thinking there's something you can do there. What's probably easiest is to draw the graph of cos. T 180, 270, 360. Okay, and see where is 150? It's about there. And does that relate to 30 or 60? Well, 30 is here and 60 is here. Which one does it relate to? Well, it's 30 away from 180 in that direction. So it's 30 away from the top of the hump towards the bottom. So from the top towards the bottom. So it's equivalent to 30. So this bit here is equivalent to that bit. Oh, I just coloured the wrong thing in. I meant to colour that bit in. Let's colour that in black, which is equivalent to that bit there, I guess. Oh, hang on, my husband's talking to me. I'm just filming a video! I'm filming a video! Okay. Sorry if that was really loud. What was I doing? So, cos of 150 is equal to cos of 30. And according to this picture, cos of 30, H-A-O, is root 3 over 2. Okay, let's just do another one. Let's do sine of 120. And then let's see which of these angles is it related to. 90, 180. So 120 is it's 40 away from that. No, it's not. It's 30 away from that. Here. Okay. So let's colour this bit in. So that gap is 50. 60. That gap is 60. So I need that gap to be 60 as well, which means that I'm looking for sine of 60. And if I want sine of 60, well, now that's not A anymore, that's going to be A, because now I'm looking at that angle. So sine of 60 is opposite over hypotenuse root 3 over 2. Or you might just know that sine of 60 is root 3 over 2. Well, you should know it, really, from GCSE. Okay, one more. Tan of 300. So let's just quickly draw a tan graph. 90, 180, 270, 360. Okay, so 300 is, 90, 180, 270, 360 is about here. Okay, which is 60 away from here, so this gap is 60. So I need this gap to be 60 as well. So it's like tan of 60, except tan of 300 is negative and tan of 60 is positive. So this is equal to the negation of tan of 60. Tan of 60, opposite over adjacent, is root 3. So tan of 300 will be negative root 3. And if you're not convinced by that, then type it into your calculator just to check. And it is, yeah. So, hopefully that clears up any problems you might have had with the homework. That was on trigonometry. Of course, if you're still stuck on anything, you can always come and see me, although I'm teaching basically all day on Monday. I'm free on Tuesday morning, if that's helpful. Anyway, I'll see you in class. Bye!